Hello everybody, Godzilla here, back with a video, and today I'll be doing another toy review here for today, and that is, we are going to take a look at the Bandai Movie Monster series, Bagan. Okay, now if you're not too sure who this guy is and who, his origins are, well, I'll tell them to you right now. You're probably thinking, what is this figure? Like, he has nothing to do with Godzilla. Is he from Ultraman or something? Well, no. He is actually from Godzilla. Well, he was supposed to be in Godzilla. But anyway, let's get into a brief history of Bagan. I'm hopefully going to talk about this in a different video along the line eventually, so I won't be talking about it too much. Anyway, Bagan was supposed to appear in a Godzilla film, however, they kept on getting cancelled. He was going to appear in Return of Godzilla in 1984 as another kaiju, and then he would later on try to appear in all the other Heisei Godzilla movies. However, at the end of the day, he wasn't in them and got scrapped. However, he was supposed to appear in the Rebirth of Mothra, in one of the Rebirth of Mothra movies. However, that also got cancelled as well, his idea to be in one of them. Mostly to be used by some recognizable kaijus. But Bagan has appeared in multiple Godzilla media, such as in video games like Super Godzilla and Godzilla Movie Studios, which is what this design of the figure is based on. And he also just recently appeared in Godzilla. But that's just a brief history of Bagan. I will eventually cover in a video because it's very interesting. But anyway, here's the tag to Bagan here. I'm so surprised that Bandai made a figure of this, and as you can see here, it's based on the Godzilla movie movie studio tour. But anyway, nice picture. The back here, we see Bagan's back, and inside, we just have some Japanese writing I can't understand. So, it's such a cool tag. I love that design. But anyway, here is Bagan, and I never knew Bandai was going to release a Bagan figure. Like, I don't think no one knows how special this figure is, and how jaw-dropping it is to finally get a Bagan figure from Bandai. Like, I never knew that Bagan was ever going to show up again. However, he did in this figure, and in my opinion, he just looks gorgeous. Just so people know, I forgot to mention, this guy's a Godzilla store exclusive. So, yeah, he's a Godzilla store exclusive. But anyway, we're going to start off with detail here. The back of Bagan just looks amazing with all those spikes. The tail here also looks very spiky as well. Here are the horns. The horns are just perfect. They're beautiful. Under his huge nose horn, you can see his purple skin right there, which looks pretty great to detail going into his face there. Here are also the teeth as well. The teeth actually look amazing. I love the teeth as well as the gums and jaws part area. Like, it looks amazing, the inside of his mouth. I'm thankful that Bandai didn't mess up the paint with this one. But as for the eyes, they're these orangey eyes, which if you have a little look, you can see a bit of a pupil in there. But anyway, as for the face here, the face looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely amazing. Looks 100% like Bagan. Here's Bagan's pecs and his, muscled up. And as you can see here, for some odd reason, he has a bit of a crotch, like, shield there. Not too sure if, Godzilla's been kicking him in the balls or anything. Anyway, he also has it on his chest area as well, these armored, chest thing. You can even see they even put detail into his hands, which I think that's amazing. He's very muscular as well with his hands. His arms, both his arms are very muscly. It looks like Bagan's been hitting the gym because, they're pumping iron, they're very muscular. Especially if you feel his figure, it's just full on with all the detail and stuff with this figure. Also, his back fin-like things, which has these little orbs on them, which I think they look amazing. I think that Bandai did put all the money into this figure. It looks amazing looking, because if it's a Godzilla store exclusive, it obviously has to have extreme detail to it. But I think Bagan just has amazing detail to him, and it actually looks 100% like Bagan that we see in Godzilla Studio Tour. Also, taking a look at Bagan on his feet here, they're very smooth, his feet, nothing to it. But as you can see down here, we have Bandai, Toho, all that stuff on the bottom of his tail. We have Bagan's knees here, which for some odd reason has this brown stuff to it. I'm not too sure what that is, but it looks still fine still. But anyway, that's pretty much it for Bagan's detail, and I think it looks absolutely incredible. And here's just some side views of Bagan, just to get a good look at this figure. and this amazing detail to him. Like, it just looks incredible, his detail. So far, I haven't came across any negatives in terms of detail and paint with this figure, because I think the paint and detail are 100% spot on, and I really love it. So, we're going to move on to Bagan's articulation. So, the head unfortunately doesn't rotate, even though it looks like it. Obviously, those spikes don't rotate, but the hands can move all the way around. However, I don't want to do it because I don't want to scratch this figure at all. So, both his muscle arms can move all the way around if you want to, but I'm not going to risk that. As for the legs can also go all the way around, like so. So that's really cool. Both legs can go all the way around. And also, the tail also rotates around as well. So that's not it, not the head, but the tail articulates. So at least we have the tail articulation and not just the arms and legs, because that would have been a bit disappointing if Bandai put the arms and legs. But anyway, still very cool. So articulation is fine. I think articulation is great, but probably would have had a head swivel, but not really care about that too much. But that's time for size comparisons. First starting with his foe, Godzilla, that he was going to fight. This is particularly the Heisei Godzilla, or this is Godzilla 1993. I don't know which Godzilla this one is, 1992, 1993. I call it the Heisei Godzilla, so yeah. And as for sizing, I think it's pretty good. Like, I reckon Bagan should be a bit taller, but I think this is good sizing in my opinion. Obviously, the cancelled Godzilla vs. Bagan film never got released, so we are not too sure what this guy's size is compared to Bagan, so I reckon it's good. But let's take a look at some other villains, like King Ghidorah here, the Heisei Ghidorah, compared to Bagan, which is good sizing in my opinion. I don't know if Ghidorah is supposed to be bigger, I'm not too sure, but let's move on to Godzilla 2000 here, which I don't know if he was going to fight Bagan at all. I don't think so. But just comparing Godzilla 2000, I think it's perfect sizing. And here's a bit of a wild card here. Here's Godzilla 1973, another Godzilla store exclusive compared with this guy. And I don't think it's good sizing. I think Godzilla 73 shouldn't be that big. But here's some Ultraman kaiju here. This is Monzaga, which is very similar looking to Bagan in my opinion. Like, in my eyes, it looks very similar. And screw it, because why not? I added an Ultraman to compare Bagan to. I mean, obviously, this Bagan's never going to fight Ultraman, but I mean, he is kind of fitting for like an Ultraman kaiju. So, as for Bagan, I give detail 5 stars. Detail is amazing. Paint, I'll give it 5 stars as well. The paint is amazing. It looks a lot like Bagan. As for articulation, 2 stars. I mean, 4 points of articulation, so 2 stars. Right now, you can get them in the Godzilla store for $33, and Bagan gets a 10 out of 10. So, what do you all think about the Bandai movie monster series Bagan from the Godzilla store? In my own opinion, I love this figure. Like, this might be one of the best things that Bandai has ever released, like, this year, like, for 2023. Like, we had a lot of great things to come out of the movie monster series this year, and this was definitely one of those things. Like, I never expected getting a Bandai Bagan figure. Like, if you told me that, like, 2 to 3 years ago, that we were getting a Bandai Bagan figure eventually, I wouldn't have agreed with you, but we actually got it, and I never knew that Bandai was going to do this at all. So it is just amazing to see a Bagan figure in the movie monster series. I thought this figure was never going to see the light of day, but the Lord of Bandai gave us this figure, and well, it is amazing. Let's hope we get Super Godzilla Bandai. But anyway, what do you think about Bagan? Are you going to pick him up? What are your thoughts? I think this is a 100% pick up in my own opinion. For any Godzilla fan, get Bagan while you can. Please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you on the next adventure.